Hey, hey, party people, my Fitish people, what up, guys? Good morning, good morning, good morning. I just wanted to send this out this morning, but before I do, first of all, you have to find your fit, and secondly, you definitely need to find your ish, and you know what that means. Hey, guys, this is just a thank you this morning. Thank you, all right? The likes are going, the subscribe going, the views are going. Hey, thank you guys. Hey, I'm new to the platform, but just being personal this morning, just saying thank you. Kind of junky in here. Yeah, I gotta move. So all of this just coming together a little bit better is really a thank you. Rough this morning, y'all, but I'm gonna bring it to you real. You know, just woke up and starting the day. You know what I mean? Excuse me. I literally wiped that cold out my eye. I woke up, I saw that. I like, hey, let me get on. Let me thank the people. Just shooting it with you this morning. All right. I appreciate, my starting Fitish army, my Fitish people, my Fitish crew. Thank you guys, coming through, liking the videos, watching the videos. I even see my duration is pretty nice. You know what I mean? You guys are actually taking time to see exactly what it is I'm saying. There's much more to come. I know you guys are waiting for me to work out. Don't worry, I will find my fit. I definitely always will find my ish on that aspect. But right now, just creating a friendly, letting you guys know exactly who I am, how it works out. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Just early, I ain't even reached nothing monumental, but you know, at least the initial 4,000 watch hours are there. You understand? And the subscribers are building, and this brand is off the ground. I'm trying my best. You guys see it. The banners are up. The editing, I should say, isn't the best as of yet, but we're still learning editing, in our 35 years and older, got a birthday coming up, about to be Mr. 48, you know what I mean? But I'm feeling good. I'm feeling fit. It's still here. Everything is going. Life is kicking. And just like everything else, guys, like I say, we're adults, 35 years and older. A lot of you are at work right now, on the way to work, in traffic. For myself, I'm even starting a new, occupation, but, the paperwork and the timing process of that takes some time. So it gives me some time to, truly work on the brand, get out here, on a genuine morning this morning just to say thank you, but the direction of the brand still is the same. Finding your fit, finding your ish, fit ish. It initially says fitness with fit ish. But let me share this with you guys this morning. There are multiple fits in life. We just understand that when we say fitness or we talk about fit, we just really think that it's the physical aspect, this muscle. You see that they bow, I work on it, that muscle. We think that is what everything, falls underneath when we say, are you fit? But let me add a little extra dynamic in there for you guys. Are you emotionally fit? Are you socially fit? Are you mentally fit? You understand? Emotionally fit, which meaning is out here the world is tough at 35 years and older. The boss is cracking off. HR is on your back for stuff that is either accused, not done. You understand? Those TPS reports got to be turned in, if you understand what I'm talking about. Office space. You understand? Yeah, lumbar. You think you can work, yeah, this weekend, maybe Sunday, Saturday. You get me. You seen the movie. But I understand this, what happens during our work day, your career day, your get it day, get the paper. But you have to be emotionally fit for that. You understand? Emotionally fit, emotionally in the sense of when that battle come, when that rude person comes, when that adversity come, you understand? You keep that emotion all the way together. Are you mentally fit? You understand? Are you able to get up in the morning, get to work on time, get dressed, get in that car and not have no road rage? You understand? Not, I ain't had my coffee yet. You know, my day ain't started. Don't try me. No. You have to be more mentally fit than that. You have to get up understanding that there is a facade to the world. And that facade is, you better get in that job. Hey, everybody. Hi. How are you? High five. You have to be mentally fit for that. Emotionally fit, first of all, to deal with what is going to come at you, and then mentally fit to prepare yourself to get into that facade. Because a lot of time, that's what the JOB is, the journey of the broke. I learned at one point in time. You understand? But we all have to do it. Are you socially fit? Because it ties into work as well. Because as you get your emotions together, you get your mentals together, now you have to be socially fit. Yes, nobody says invite these people, to your house for dinner. But at the end of the day, you got to deal with these people in the break room, in the boardroom. You understand? So you have to be socially fit. That social fit understands is, am I isolating myself? You have to really get out and meet people, guys. You understand that I am my own island at 35 years and older? It does not work, because remember, it takes 6 very nice, very strong people to take you to that hole. And a lot of times it's people that you know and that you have socially gathered with. You went to a party, you've been to a barbecue, even you've been to one's funeral with that person. You see how that work out. So as we are emotionally fit, getting ourselves together so we can deal with the jerks, what I understand, the people blockers I told you in one of my videos, go back, check it out. I talked about the people blockers, the individuals that are just negative about everything that you do. When you start that workout, they like, oh, what you doing? Are you sick? No, I'm working out. Because as you work out, initially you start losing it in the neck. You understand? You even start losing it in your face. A lot of that fat from your face goes away. My face kind of fat this morning because I just woke up. I got this zit on my forehead. I don't really like that thing. But anywho, you understand what I'm saying this morning? Emotionally fit, mentally fit, socially fit. And then once you put all of that together and you are physically fit, look here, man, you're armed for whatever the world throws at you. A lot of my mothers out there, let me drop this on you this morning, okay? Wait, I guess you can see it this evening or whenever you sit down and, you're surfing. You're like, hey, let me see what this boy Fitish is saying today. A lot of my mothers, are you physically fit initially? Now, say, for example, the world is crazy. You take your kids to Disney World. You take your kids to the amusement park. You take your kids to the zoo. You take your kids to the Boston City Marathon. I say that in the sense of tragedy can hit at any given time. Are you mentally fit to grab them kids and start running up that hill? I understand adrenaline, flight, all of those things can give us extra power. But ultimately, are you physically fit within yourself to pick up them 2 babies in either arm and you running up the hill or trying to get away and duck and protect them? Even are you mentally fit to put it all together and be a leader at that time and control them in the right direction? Are you mentally fit to calm down and understand what's going within your surroundings? And even at the end of the day, once you get to that, say, rescue camp or wherever there is a salvation, you have to be socially fit to get along with now just random people that are around you. But the only thing that you all have in common at that point is there has been a disaster. You see how that work out. Please understand, y'all. I told y'all I'm Fitish, the fitness pastor. I'm going to preach and teach this thing to you on the consistent base. Excuse my space behind me. Like, oh my God, you live in yeah, I'm going to keep it real. It's everywhere, guys. I got to move. You understand? Told you, landlord's selling the house, so I got to find my way. But outside of that, I am still staying emotionally, mentally, socially to reach out to aid and help. I need a truck. Somebody need help me get this stuff down the steps. You understand? You see how simple that is, guys, to being those fit? And then ultimately, I have to be physically fit. I'm fit-ish. Lift these couches, lift all these boxes up and get them downstairs. So just while I'm sharing a piece of me and I'm not in no structured space and this, that, and the third, it stays real in this brand. And part of the real that a lot of personal trainers do not bring to you is this type of fit. You have to wrap your head around that dumbbell before you pick it up. If you're mentally negative about it, how is it going to work out? If socially you can't even get in the gym and write down your equipment or even kindly ask that person, are they going to be done with that apparatus? You're not going to survive, guys. You see how that work out. I'm going to give it to you straight. I'm always going to give it to you real. A lot of us want to live in this facade of the life, but within this life, if you're not fit for the life on multi levels, you're going to struggle. You're going to get sick. You're going to get stressed out. You're going to increase your cortisol, which leads to more belly fat, which leads to fatty liver. You understand? I mean, look, I can go on and on and on with this thing, but I still need to save some for later. I still got a belly fat for you. Just breaking it down, the good, the bad, the myth, the everything. It's going to come to you. Even I'm understanding I'm supposed to post more consistently for the algorithms, but at the end of the day, it is genuine. So when it comes to me, I'm going to give it to you. And right now, this sermon that Fitish is constantly preaching on fitness this morning is to understand, please, number one, like I said, thank you, so I stay on track. But number two, please carry these fits along with your physical fit. Emotionally, mentally, and socially fit out here in the world, guys. Even a lot of us aren't socially fit enough to get along with the neighbor. You know, I watch court shows all the time, and a lot of neighbors, a lot of time, want to come in and complain about their neighbor and say, their neighbor done moved in, done lessen the property and all of these different things. And the judge said to somebody the other day, which goes right along the line of being socially fit. This dude, his property is not upping in value because realistically, he's not cutting his grass. He haven't painted the shutters. The house is down. But he's blaming it on the neighbor because she's moved in. She has multiple cars, but she has a nice manicured house. But making this long story short, what I'm saying is if this neighbor now, okay, that has the terrible house, the terrible lawn, because the judge asked the other neighbor, hey, ma'am, is your lawn, ever manicured? She's like, yeah. Or even, do you pay for it or do you cut it yourself? She says, no, I pay for my lawn. She owns multiple salons. She's a business lady. She done come up in the world, so she done moved in a richer, nicer neighborhood. But this guy house next door, he's saying the value is being lost because of the lady moving in, okay? And some race in there, but hey, we'll go from there. But at the end of the day, if he was more socially fit, okay, and just knocked on that lady's door, because she even said he used to come to her, to her ring camera and say negative things. Won't you just one day be socially fit and walk over to that neighbor and even go in her ring and say, hey, neighbor, I see you get your grass cut all the time. You think you can recommend that guy to me? Because that man is there to make money. So he's going to go to the next door, but just ask for the referral. But when you're not being socially fit out here in the world, you're going to have problems. He ain't wrapped his mentals around that somebody with a different color, and that's really what that was on. That move next door. And he couldn't even wrap his emotions around it. He brought her to court and sued her for where his property value lessened. He wanted the monies for that because it's her fault. See how crazy that is? Ultimately, it's crazy because he ain't wrapped his mentals around it, y'all. All of it makes sense. It come together, guys. I can be left, I can be right, up and down. But at the end of the day, the ultimate message is within your 35-year and older, within your adulting. I say I yell at you adults because y'all don't listen to anything. Because you're an adult. You tell everybody how long you've been out here to get to the point where you're at. So that's why you act, react, talk, be the way how you are, how you act. You see how that work out. But within your actions and your acting, if you wrap your head around it and you are mentally fit, you wrap your emotions around it and you're not out there like that, and then you put a little social to it where you can even have a conversation with that person, life gets a whole lot easier. Then we add on the physical fit with the burpees and the pull-ups and the Pilates and the hot yoga, the warm yoga, the water yoga, the aqua aerobics, all of those different things in which we do out here. That is fitness. The CrossFit, the marathons, the strongman, the Ironman, all of those things. Even a lot of times within our 35 years and older, we strive for that. We want to run that Boston City Marathon or the New York City Marathon. You understand? This is because it costs for that flight. You understand? The hotel cost, probably the processing fee, all of that costs. So you can only now do it within your 35 years and older, where you're older, you're successful, you have businesses, you have a house, you have all types of different things, guys. See what I'm saying? So just on another Fitish, the fitness past the rant, but this is where the brand comes from. You understand? It's in your face and it's telling you the real. You don't get it together, guys, you ain't gonna make it at work. You're gonna get fired. Because HR gonna get the complaints about you. I don't know about Debbie. She not a good team player. I don't know. She not good with people. And that's one of the things you do not want on your resume within business. How you gonna be a business person and you're not good with people? You understand? Because business starts with customer service. Customer service starts with people. You see how all of this calculates and it makes sense? I know I started it slow, but you're like, hey, where he going with this? It all comes together, guys. This is part of even my inspiration. We have to, within our 35 years and older, is get that ish about us together. Find that fit about us to get better. But in the meantime, I want you to find your fit. I always need you to find your ish. Stay classy and stay sexy, America. Mwah!